We're the Shermans, and we're going camping.
Give us a tour of our tent.
Look how cool our door is.
Lamb. Pretty spacious in here. It's old, but it works really well. Can you bring it in? It's heavy, careful. Oh, good job. Look at you go. It's like a little dung beetle.
Good morning. It's our first full day at camp, and here's the list of all the things that have gone wrong so far. 1.
Camp stove.
What about our camp stove? Oh, we didn't have the tubing to the camp stove, and no stores sold it, so we had to buy a whole new camp stove. We'll go to the park in a few minutes, so we had to buy a smaller one, which is frustrating because we can only do one thing at a time now. But then we got to camp, and if you were watching my live Instagrams yesterday, I mentioned that it's really windy and we are under a fire restriction. So it was like really, really windy when we got here.
50-mile-an-hour winds.
So we got our tent set up and just trying to hold things down. And then Paul looked over and our tent was half collapsed and one of the poles bent because of the wind.
So we had to take our whole tent down, move it, put it back up while we were trying to make dinner. What else?
And then Paul burnt breakfast.
Burnt breakfast this morning.
So
it's
cool.
Disgusting.
His coffee is, we bought a percolator and we don't really know what we're doing with a percolator. So that's like a trial and error thing. And it didn't go well this morning. I don't drink coffee, so I don't care. But Paul's kind of, look at his face, he's grouchy. Just kidding. But so he has gross coffee this morning, unfortunately. Our kids haven't listened to a word we've said the entire time we've been here. It's like we are raising wild banshees or something.
Banshee.
Our dog won't pee or poo. She has not gone to the bathroom since we left our house yesterday morning. Like pee or poo. So I told Paul that if she doesn't go by the time we go to bed tonight, she's not sleeping in the tent because I don't want to wake up to a steaming pile of poo in the tent.
So then on top of it all, the kids popped Brittany's air mattress.
Oh yeah, so I slept on the ground last night, which maybe for you that works, but I have a very bad back and bad hips. So I was limping around a little bit this morning.
And she wouldn't take mine. I offered it, just so everybody knows.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because we didn't know mine was gonna deflate.
I said you could take mine if it deflates. And I said this
But it was
morning
like
again, and she still
the
refused.
middle of the night.
Your back's way.
I did not want to wake him up and switch air mattresses. Owen slept with me, so it just would have been a hassle.
So there you have it.
I think. Oh, and Owen peed through his diaper. So his pajamas are covered in pee, so I had to wash them and hang them because I only brought one pair of pajamas per kid. But I think that covers it for now.
Yeah, I'm sure something else went wrong that we're missing.
For now.
Hasn't been fun yet.
We haven't had a great time yet. It's been kind of a grouchy time. All right, so our friends just got here. They're camping with us for the weekend, and we are gonna drive over to the cliff dwellings and check it out and see what there is to see. Ethan, say hi.
Hi!
Hi.
Can't wait to go.
Going to the cliff dwellings.
Mama, these are like so cool. Why can't we just look at the tunnels? We can, but you have to come
They're not
all
tunnels, Kaylee. They're cliffs.
You wanna walk? You wanna walk?
What'd you guys think of the cliff
It
houses?
was awesome!
Yeah.
I'm glad I persevered for that. I wanted to.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
So excited, so excited.
I'm good at this.
Best friend. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're having such a hard time doing it.
Hold it, hold it.
Daddy, don't.
Oh, sorry.
I
I
will.
can't tell if these guys are cooked. Let's set the fire.
Kaylee, be careful waving that around.
Hey Kaylee, I'm gonna have you warm.
Yeah, why are we not putting two on then?
I'm sorry.
Kaylee, bring it back over to Daddy. Watch the stick though. Turn right.
Aspen. How that way? Aspen, go this way. Let's go this way.
No, Ivan, we're going this way.
We're just gonna do a loop.
The water is really super freezing and it's not super warm here. Paul's gonna jump in anyway. Owen's throwing rocks over there. I just threw Aspen in. Just do it.
Holler up and Paul. Oh, sorry.
There he goes. Whee! How is it? Woo!
Well, you know what? I can breathe. Oh.
No.
Ivan, you're gonna miss it. Your sister's birthday.
This will not seal it.
Okay, let me grab my.
Yay!
Too windy.
Okay, Kaylee, we're gonna sing to you anyways.
Just pretend.
And you just have to pretend you're blowing candles out.
I got those ones that you can't blow out.
Okay, ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaylee. Happy birthday to you.
Pretend to blow your candles out.
Hey, I'll
Hi, Owen. So we just had a little bit of a scare at the campsite here. All of a sudden, Owen started screaming uncontrollably, and nothing we did was helping, and we realized that he was pointing at his arm and saying ow, and he was telling us he needed a band-aid. So I told him, okay, I'll get you a band-aid. And I went and got him a band-aid, but he just like wouldn't move his arm, and every time I touched it he freaked out. So are you saying yeah? So we were just trying to calm him down, and our friends that are camping with us, Corinne, she's a nurse, and so luckily she was able to, once I kind of turned him away from her, she was able to look at his elbow and realized it's dislocated, and she put it back in place, and he's okay now, and he's sleeping peacefully. I just laid him down. So hopefully he'll get some rest now. He didn't have a nap today, so he's really tired too, but it was really scary, and I was almost in tears because when your baby's screaming like that and you know they're in pain, as a mom, you freak out a little bit. So thankfully he's okay though.
Mama, I want.
Oh, let's turn the volume up. Okay. All right.
We're
finished. We just packed up camp. It took like 3 hours, it feels like.
Since we don't know how to vlog, we didn't film while we were packing up. That's okay.
We're still figuring it out.
So,
But we told our kids, don't play with the chalk, don't get dirty, because we have our long ride home. And of course, all of us parents turn around and our kids are all covered in chalk. So that's really cool. But I guess kids will be kids, right? So we're leaving the campground now, and we're gonna stop in Payson and get some food and play at the park with friends just as a last little part of the trip, because it's still pretty early. It's like 10:30 right now, so that's the time you have to be out of this campground. So we're gonna stop and play a little bit more and then head home.